What's going on with the goings on, y'all? I don't feel like putting on my hat today, so we're going to do a nice little 30, 40 seconds of parental advisory, explicit content. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't like what I'm saying, put the babies to bed and we can get to it. You feel me? Because I might say some things, you know what I'm saying? That's not contributed to a young male or female's ears. You know what I'm talking about? For real, with the ill intentions. You know what I'm saying? Hope I bruise some egos. You know what I'm talking about? I just want you. You might not like me, but as long as you thinking, hey, you just like me. You feel me? You understand? Already with the alreadys. I think we done did about a minute. You know what I'm talking about? With the parental advisory. So let's get to it. You know what I mean? I just didn't feel like putting the hat on today. I'm like, man, I took my hair down yesterday too. So, you know what I'm talking about? If you know me, you know me. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't gonna get into no type of vernacular. You know what I mean? We just gonna go straight to some of these understandments. You understand? We're gonna keep it moving. You know, I seen some funny shit today. The other day, and it was Jason Williams. It was a lot of what Jason Williams is back when Jason Williams first came in the league, but unfortunately, due to his misfortune, you know what I'm saying, he had something that didn't nobody else have, and that's because Jason Williams was actually a Caucasian male. You feel me? But he could hoop. You feel me? And we called him White Chocolate. So when I continue this story, that's what I'm gonna call him. So White Chocolate decided to coach a youth basketball game. Now White Chocolate is 40, almost 50. You feel me? So I guess they recruited. Excuse my language. They recruited him to coach a basketball team. At the time when he was coaching, Ant-Man was one of the. I guess he was the number one recruit. Jason Kidd don't know none of these kids, so he coaching, he putting people in, putting people out. He say somebody walked up to him and tapped him on the shoulder, so he looked back, like, nigga, who is you? He like, oh, it's the basketball director. The basketball director states, why you ain't got number 2 in the game? He like, what? Number 2? Well, he's supposed to be somebody? Yeah, he's the number one recruit in the nation. He like, what? Oh, okay, time out. Hey, Ant-Man. Well, Anthony is what he called him. You gonna get in the game? He like, sure, coach. He's like, who am I taking out? Whoever you want. Like, nigga, you can have, excuse my language, you can have whatever you like, sir. You the number one recruit in the nation. I should have been putting you in the game. You know what I'm talking about? And see what you're working with. That way everybody else can see what you're working with. You feel me? But he ain't know, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Once you get a certain age, that's a blessing. You ain't supposed to know. Shock me. You know what I'm talking about? Tell me I'm right when I'm wrong. You feel me? Already with the already. Shout out to Jason Will, man. That was just a fun fact. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. You had Ant-Man on the bitch? That was crazy. Oh, man. Another fun fact. Shout out to Skilla Baby. All the real niggas show me love. Cause all the real niggas show me love. You gonna get from around me with all that fake shit. You know what I'm talking about? For real, for real. So I guess you're doing another Troy drive here in the Michigan area. What you gonna do? And he said, I guess you stating you gonna do it at the end of the month, around the same time that your album drops. You feel me? Cause I know yesterday, I think it was, I stated that I think it was July the 21st. It's August the 21st. I'm sorry, good brother. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't mind making up for the makeups. That's why I always go live every day. You feel me? Already with the already. Shout out to Skilla Baby. Shout out to the middle school student who's the fastest person. High school student who's the fastest person in, you know what I'm saying, San Antonio, Texas. I guess he the fastest person in the world. You know what I'm talking about? I'm glad he got a nice little championship record. So we shall see. You know what I'm talking about? All you gotta do is break a world record. And everybody will know your name, you know, by you being in Texas, period. Texas is like their own kind of politics. You know what I'm saying? They so big and massive, even on the map. You know what I'm talking about? They got their own rules and regulations. You feel me? It's one of the only states that don't do cannabis. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have no June 19th. Or Juneteenth, whatever y'all want to call it. But I call it June 19th. Because that's what it is. We wouldn't have that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like you the first and you the last. You everything. I'm talking about, you feel me? Already with the already. I will get into some more ballistics. But I'm trying to keep it moving and grooving. Shout out to Brandy. It's a different world from where you come from. So I guess Mrs. Brandy is going to do the theme song for A Different World. You know, I heard her singing. She was getting her sing on. But you see, I put in the comments, hey, you need to bring that bass down. And then I went back and listened to the original, and I'm like, well, okay, if you bring the bass down, it might sound like the original, and that might be where I'm going with it. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you can, everything else changed a little bit, don't let the theme song do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But then if you bring that bass down, it's gonna sound a little bit like the original. And nowadays, people ain't teaching nothing, so they want to sue everything. That's crazy, ain't it? You don't want to teach nothing, but you want to sue something. And then you don't even got the power to delegate with the next month. You ain't reading. Cause I read, I ain't write this down, but I seen a young man, and it was a teacher at that, and he was so upset that the youth didn't know how to read, bro. I'm talking about he was crying and everything. Cause at the end of the day, they don't know a subject, a predicate, a pronoun, a noun. You know what I'm talking about? They can't put ideas together. Because it's all in the details. I tell my daughter that all the time. It's all in the details. What's right, what's wrong, what can be proven. You know what I'm talking about? But it was crazy that them babies didn't know how to read. I mean, they know how to put thought together. And they was good at, you know what I'm saying, options. But they don't know if they right or wrong because they don't know how to read right and wrong. It was crazy, bro. He was crying. And, you know, as I think about it, and I'm going to answer the teacher's question, it's because they don't want to listen to the youth. I mean, the elders. And that come from, for real, we didn't want to listen to them. We didn't want to listen to the elders. Me personally, it was always me. So I had no choice but to listen. And once I understood that I could understand, it wasn't I'm listening to you all the time. I'm damn near don't want to go nowhere else but to people older than me because they knew more than me. They could teach me the wild and the wares of the wilderness. Yeah, that's 3 W's. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I got a you know what I'm saying, a great uncle. I call him my Uncle Jack. He definitely my uncle's uncle, but he was my uncle. He taught me a lot. You know what I'm talking about? I listened to my Uncle Mark. You feel me? His name is Mark Hopkins. Listen to him a lot. It's a lot of people that are afforded to my excellence. You feel me? And making me want to go read a book. You feel me? Even when I didn't want to. I picked it up. It wasn't nothing else to do. And now these days, they don't got nothing else going on. You might as well go to the library. It's the best thing for you. It's a blessing. It's a blessing in every lesson, man. You just gotta go look for it. You know what you're looking for, because you're looking for you. But I can go on and on and on. You know what I'm talking about? What was that? Brandy in a Different World. Shout out to Dan Campbell and Eric Glenn. You feel me? Not only teaching the practice, but joining in on the practice. So I guess Dan Campbell decided he wanted to join in on practice this week and do ups and downs. You know what I'm talking about? Where you do up one, do a jumping jack or something, then down one with a push up. You know what I'm talking about? Already. So shout out to Dan Campbell and Eric Glenn. You know what I'm talking about? I can't just teach it to you. I gotta be able to do whatever you doing too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta practice what you preach. You know what I'm talking about? I can't tell you a story if I can't do it myself. It's a waste of time. It's no understanding if I don't understand what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to you, good brothers. I wanted to touch on this. Bug life. So I guess one of the good Muslim brothers decided to go on, I don't know if you're going on Big Bank's podcast or you going on Big Facts, which that is Big Bank, Jade, and DJ Scream. I don't know which. I think he was on the Big Facts platform. But the good Muslim brother states that All Things Bugs is a company that is owned and funded by Bill Gates. And this particular company, is practicing ingredients of bugs that can go into food that we manufacture. You know what I'm saying? So, the people that's getting food stamps say, yeah, it's a bug life. Yeah, so you think it's free. But they've been practicing on you for 20, 30 years. You know what I'm talking about? But you'll put your man out, you gonna put the structure, cause hey, it could be male or female. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the dominant gene is at the time. You feel me? You're gonna put these people out, you know what I'm saying, and get raised by the government, and the government is experimenting on you. It's crazy. I can go on and on about that too. You know what I'm talking about? I'm very vast when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm talking about? This is crazy. And I don't know how true it is. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna have to give me some answers, because it's gonna be in the back of my head. So I guess somebody stated, you know what I'm saying? Look, this is a parental advisory. You know what I'm saying? Explicit content. I don't mean to offend or harm anyone. So I guess somebody came on the platform. I don't know which one it was. And he stated that Deion Sanders, you know what I'm saying, got something he can't get rid of. Yeah, I need you to come out and say something, sir. This might be something I say for a while until somebody give me some answers. You know what I'm talking about? It's Wednesday? I talked about it again on Friday, and we see where we at with it. But you need to come out with a statement, sir. He stated that you had something that, hey, we don't think too fond of, especially in this black community we got going on. You know what I'm saying? And quiet as it's kept, it's a lot going on over there in that family. You know what I mean? That y'all don't speak about and y'all don't discuss. You feel me? Niggas nodding. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? ODing and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Reason why niggas' careers, they ain't never go nowhere because motherfucker had something going on. I mean, I care not to discuss a lot of that because I live on one side and the other side. And when you live on the street aspect, you see things that you act like you ain't see. You feel me? Knowing the whole time niggas be peekaboo Charlie. You feel me? Acting like they ain't got nothing going on. It's great. But shout out to Deion Sanders. We need answers though, good brother. And we don't need no baby clothes. We don't need no where we need to pray. You need to answer the question. Shout out to Nolan Wells. It's rather old, but I guess his mom decided to share her post again to where she thanking everybody for, they due diligence. You ain't gotta thank me. You know what I'm talking about? Mississippi been tripping for a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? And we don't mind getting that story out so we can listen to more stories. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But me personally, Mississippi ain't finna stop burning. It's been burning since the 70s. And that's documented. You feel me? We ain't gonna talk about the undocumented cases. Yeah, Mississippi been burning since I say it's been burning since the 1800s, but that's no here nor there with me. This ain't even the shout out. This is what a misunderstanding we got. Hold on, let me get my coffee again. So I guess we got a St. Louis police officer. He 36. He almost a kid himself. His name is Marcellus Blackwell. And he arrested 18 people. You feel me? 18 men, to be exact. Turned his body cam off, turned on his phone camera, and started recording him doing essays to these individuals. You feel me? That's abuse of authoritarian power, ain't it? For real though, nigga. You can get out of jail free card looking ass nigga. As long as you blow on this horn, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna turn this camera off and turn the other cheek. You feel it? As long as you turn the other cheek looking at. Oh man, I don't mean to laugh, but man, individuals do anything to get out of jail, okay? I don't want to go back there. They gonna kill me. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn this camera off, you know what I'm talking about? And you gonna kill me. Oh man, I go on and on, man. Oh man, shout out to Blackwell. Shout out to Officer Blackwell. Shout out to the 18 young man that's in this dire situation. You know what I'm talking about? I don't wish ill intent on nobody. You know what I'm talking about? I hope he get everything he's looking for. You know what I'm talking about? Throw him in there with Sydney starting them. You know what I'm talking about? Let him, he want to get pulverized, let him get body slammed in. Oh man. For real. Oh man, let's get a little light. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Joyner Lucas. I guess Joyner Lucas performed on the 16th annual Hollywood Unlocked Awards. You know what I'm talking about? And he performed Broski. Now that's one of my theme songs. And it just give you insight on how I be thinking sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? I like Broski. Broski got like 1 million views. You know what I'm talking about? Well over 1 million views. Might be at like 5 by now. And it's just the thought process of men. And what they go through sometimes. You feel me? You be thinking that's your best buddy. At the end of the day, he your worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? You be thinking he's somebody that held on a high regard the whole time. He a low vibrational being. You know what I'm talking about? You can't. Once somebody build, because it's all about building. You know what I'm talking about? So once somebody build hatred, it's hard to tear that wall down. Can't tear that wall down if you ain't looking. You ain't even paying attention to what he got going on because you got too much going on. I liked that. But yeah, shout out Joyner Lucas. You feel me? Man, we blew through this little thing, huh? We got one more, and we're gonna find us something to do. And it's been only 20 minutes, so hey, you know what I'm talking about? Already with the already. So let's get to it. Young Tasha K. Man, listen. It's been a joy watching you, young lady. I swear to God. You be saying shit I can't say. Or I don't want to say because, you know what I'm saying? You know how they do. You feel me? And all this is for public access, so, you know what I'm talking about? I can't afford for a person to be doing due diligence and decide to, you know what I'm saying, get their clip on. You feel me? So, anyway, you know what I mean? Shout out to Tasha K. You feel me? They love trying to interrupt my situation. It be them telemarketers, bro. They're the type of motherfuckers that keep calling you until you abruptly stop what you're doing. They don't even want nothing. They just trying to sell something. You know what I'm talking about? And then you know how they nowadays, they, especially if you're about it, they act like they ain't selling nothing. But they want all your personal information. You can't want my personal information and not want to get something off. Just don't work that way. I ain't that stupid. You feel me? Or I ain't got old enough and senile enough where I'm just doing whatever you want me to do. So, Tasha K, you decided that I don't even know if you know what I'm talking about? You decided to go off on the what is that? The FBA. I'm going to say it right. The FBA movement. You know, and these consist of beings like Mr. Pharaoh, Dr. Umar, and other such prominent figures. You know what I'm talking about? And how they move in a KKK type of atmosphere. Their structure basically is the same thing as KKK. You feel me? And she probably, with the way she stated it, she feel like that with all these movements in the United States of America. That's why I don't really evolve to nothing. You feel me? Every now and then I read my Bible. Every now and then I read my Quran. You know what I'm saying? I do my Buddhism. I do Hinduism. I touch on a vast amount of religion beliefs because I believe it's power and energy and everything. You know what I'm talking about? And if you love God, it don't matter what form he come in. You know what I'm saying? As long as he come in. You feel me? But anyway, I mess around and be in a rabbit hole. So, Tasha K, to sum all this up, I understand, young lady. You know what I'm talking about? You called my husband or significant other an African booty scratcher off with your head. You talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Off with your head, and I'm coming for it. Rambucket. Look, I can't even say it right now. I'm so frustrated. But I'm coming. And I'm going to have something to say. And it's going to be enlightful because, listen, especially if I'm looking for you, I'm going to be all in you. I'm going to be in every which way but loose. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing wrong with going after the people that went after your loved ones. It make you even feel better, too. You know what I'm talking about? Plus, the FBA movement, a lot of, like you said, a lot of them they just line in their pockets. They don't really, but what's funny to me is people be acting like they struggling for meals, but to give you $3-4. I don't understand it. If I can't afford to feed my kids, I can't afford to give you $3-4. I just can't do it. Because I don't have the means. I can take that money and go buy some beans. You feel me? If I'm going to make it. But that's no here nor there. You understand me? Like I said, Tasha K, I enjoy watching what you do. You feel me? It tickles my fancy. You understand me? Already with the always. And guess what? If you see that light, you know it's real. And with all that being said, it's the old saying goes, the smoke's gone, I'm gone.